Alright, what's good guys? Welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be playing Darryl. So, I had a few people like toss me ideas, but I didn't actually like get a set in stone idea. So I decided to play Darryl for a few main reasons. One, he's a kind of funny character. Two, I have a lot of memes with him that I'll definitely probably edit into the video.
Darryl, I want you.
The date is 5/8, and tomorrow is my birthday. So, I don't know how much I'll be able to play today, so there might be a game or two tomorrow. We'll just see. If I get three, I get three. If I don't, whatever. But tomorrow's my birthday, so not only will this go up on my birthday, so I gotta make it a little bit birthday, and I gotta do something. But also, I'll be live, most likely. If not, I'll be live on the weekend. If not, it doesn't. If it doesn't come out on Friday, it'll come out on the weekend as well. Don't know what that was. So, I had to do something special. We need to become a cupcake. We need to become a cupcake to celebrate this amazing birthday. So, let's get into the ranks. Sitting on some elo, not too much. I haven't played much ladder recently. But let's get into it. See ya in the first game. Alright, headed into the first game here, we do have Shooting Star. This isn't the best Darryl map, but it can work. I'm gonna think, what do I not want to fight? What's the character on this map that's good that I don't want to see? I could ban Lumi, just because I am scared, because we are gonna first pick Darryl, which is definitely, scary. So we do want, I don't want to give them Lumi, per chance. They didn't ban it. Okay. I'm sorry for my team, because I know that their first pick might not be the strat, but I'm going to go anyway. Because that's the point of these videos. The point of these videos is to try characters that aren't normally, the target. You're not going to always see a first pick. You rarely see Darryl on this map, let alone first pick. That's why I'm doing it. I think I'm against someone from last game. I played a bounty game. Okay, that's a really bad. I should have banned RT, actually. I think RT was a better ban. All I'm say is, I had a Lola pick, and a Lola pick was right. I told someone to go Lola. Well, it was pretty good. We won the game. RT Bell is really bad. This is probably a Darryl hard counter, but there are things that are open. I think if we have Thrower, we just win. I feel like if we Thrower, we just win. I would put someone on Thrower. Piper is fine, because they don't have a pure sniper. I think we should Thrower. I hope he sees that. But I do think Thrower is the best here. Jean's pretty good. I think Jean's probably the best thing that wouldn't be a Thrower there. I think if they have Tick, like, what do they... If we have Tick, what do they do? If we have Juju, what do they do? Like, they can go counter, but then I just, like, get a free rain. Like, I got a free kill every time. They go Mr. P. That's pretty bad. I think I'm gonna go slow. Do I want slower supers? I think I want supers. So I think the plan here is if I can get a kill in feeding the Mr. Beast. Feeding the Mr. Beast is fine if I can get a kill. If I can't get a kill, it's not good. So I think I'm just gonna hide in the back, and I have to be very surgical about this. Other than that, it's very indeed winnable. I'm gonna walk up here, see if I can just lit. Alright, they didn't on there. Other thing is, I need to know what star power the Bell... Okay, Bell's on shield. That's actually really good, because that means I can dive, get Bell supered, and the only problem is, I take a shit ton of damage. I actually know something. I'm sorry. The Mr. P is kind of gapping a Genie lane. I don't know how it's possible. He gets a pull, though. He should be free kill. Yeah, there. Okay, I don't get the kill. That's very bad. This is a very bad Darryl game. Have I told you that? I think the plan here is just get Hyper and wait for Hyper and then just win the game with the Hyper push. I could also get a water roll maybe if they push up. I don't know. We just need to stop taking damage, I think. We just need to be passive. Scout that. Okay. I could go for like a cheeky double roll here. I need to roll on the... Okay, wait, we have pull? This is fine. Walk up. I am coming up to getting a hyper. He pulls it, Porter. That's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Okay, I need to stop here. Okay, we have hypers. We have hypers. This is winnable now. I just need to get a good roll, I think. I think the plan's gonna roll on the water. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I did not get the roll right. And I think Oz was throwing. I may be Darryl first pick, but he may be on the list. I think I'm scrapping this game. I'm gonna be honest. Darryl first pick, not the math. But neither is Gene pulling a Porter. So we're just gonna go next. I think I'm just gonna walk up, use my HP to get blue star, and then win the game. So I'm just gonna walk up here. I just need to dodge shots. I do get the dodges. I die. If we get a trade, this is fine. No, it's fine. Okay, I can maybe get a super. Okay, nice. Piper gets the tap. That's good. I don't know what my Gene is. He's on a little journey. I get marks, but we're winning. This is good. The marks on me. They're scared about me, but we have the advantage. We just need to hold that advantage, and we should win. Again, there is potential for me to die this Mr. P. If they stack, it's good. If they don't stack, it's also good. Come on, let's just get a good Gene pull on it. I'm just gonna walk up here, and now there's basically nothing they can do. The only thing they can do is get hits in with Mr. P, but that's it. I just need my Gene to not. We just need to not die, and we win the game. That's just that. Perfect. They do have porters, and we have a minute to go. The game's not necessarily over. I'm gonna try and get a dive going here. I do get it. That's pretty good because I lose mark and we kill the RT off that. I think again, if I can just force RT to super, this should just be relatively free. And I do have hyper, which should also result in a free kill. If we don't get mark here, I think it's free win. Yeah, this is what we should be doing. Perfect. Perfect. That's all we had to do. We just had to get the lead. If we get lead, we win the game. And not, like, it's just unlosable. If we don't, it's a little tough. So that's the goal for this. If we can get a lead, we win. And that's what we need our Piper to do. We just need to make a play in the first round, or like first 30 seconds, and the game's just over. So I'm going to go for this again. I'm just going to try and weave a bit more. Play a bit more of this side. I do get out, which is really good. No split. So now we're leading, but not by much. We get the tap. Okay, this is really good. This is basically the best lead we could possibly have. Just gonna walk up. Just gonna try and like see what's going on here. I'm gonna see if I can line up a roll. I think I'm gonna go for one. Okay, I get blue star where we have advantage. Probably not the best trade. But again, if we make plays early, I think it's fine. We're just gonna kill that. And now we have pull. If we get a Gene pull, this is again very good. Just gonna try and see if he. Just gonna try and have him help look for it. I'm gonna play slightly. I'm gonna play slightly below the bush. And I can super to body block the Gene if we need to. Also, I can also help poke the. This should be pull. I don't know why he doesn't go for the pull there. That's a pretty good pull. That realistically should have hit. He gets marks. This is really bad because we cannot die. We do lose the lead if we die. I'm gonna go for this roll. We do have hyper porters, but only 30 seconds to go. So we only have to defend this for like 30-ish seconds. I'm gonna go on the Mr. P. Force RT maybe. Okay, we win. We win. We win. Okay, beautiful. That first game was pretty bad, but we did end up winning it overall. I think that is pretty much just like how to play Darryl in the bad matchup. You just have to force them to use everything, and then they just kind of struggle to do anything. This is why I like Darryl. You can just do stupid stuff and get away with it if your team or enemy team makes a bad play. And let's move on to the second game. Alright, heading into the second game, we do have Out in the Open. This is a pretty good Darryl map. Again, thinking about bans, we need to think about stuff that just was really good against Darryl. My mind instantly goes to Pearl. Definitely a top tier ban, especially if you're trying to play a tank comp. The problem is, they're probably going to go for a tank comp. And they have the 2-3, which means Kit Darryl is... They might go Kit Darryl. I don't think Kit Darryl is the best, like, Kit combo anymore. I think Hank's probably just the best Kit comp in the game, because there's just no counterplay. But they might try it still, especially because we go something low damage. They go Squeak, which is a pretty good matchup for a Darryl. I'd say one of the best matchups a Darryl can get, because the Squeak can't really do damage quickly, which, like, Darryl you just take advantage of it. And it's not particularly close in those matchups. So, bad pick here. Mandy's pretty good. The only problem is that we can feed Mandy supers, which isn't really bad for us because we can tank a Mandy super. Not a hyper. But the only problem here is, does my team feed it? Because I think I can feed it alone, but I don't think they can. I do like Eve. I think Eve's the play here. We do get a good left side. I honestly think Darryl is just a free win. I honestly would just go Darryl here normally. This is a great Darryl game. I'm gonna stay on Darryl. I like Darryl here. If you look at if you want to know anything about my build, these are the gears I run. You can go speed. I don't like speed on Darryl. It's good on like 2 maps maybe, and like Gold Arm you could argue, and then like Gym Fort. But other than that, I just run anything else. I think health gear is pretty good, especially on like skirmishy maps where you don't need the HP necessarily that shield gear gives you, but you need heal, like you need the tankiness. That's when I go health gear. Alright, let's get into the first game. There's a Buster, which is a little bit scary, but I believe in ourselves. Alright, heading into the first game, the match, or the playing for Darryl and Knockout's pretty boring. You just kind of get a super, and then you do something with the super. It pains me to say this, but that is the unfortunate reality we live in. My gene is low. This is very not good. Again, the only thing that's scary here really is the Buster Hypercharge, because he will get it before you, and he will do dirty things with it. But they're not positioning to feed it, which is good. So I can maybe just walk up here and get a free, like, this grub kill. I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna make them. Yeah, I'm just gonna force them to move, and then it's just over. It's just over. We're gonna round up that. I might try and scout the. I'm gonna try and scout the Buster, get him out. It should be a free kill. I don't think he wants... Okay, he does use his hyper, which is kind of question... Or a super. But he does get it back quickly, so I don't think it's too bad. I think best case scenario here is he uses hyper, but he just won't. And I don't... I feel comfortable feeding him because... Oh, he's going to get it anyway. So I think the plan here is just I'm going to wait to get my hyper, and then we're just going to go hyper v hyper. Jin gets hits. That's fine. I think we're doing fine. He lives. They're just gonna push this fast. They're gonna go fast. But it doesn't matter. Nah, if I get the kill, it's good. We do have Eve Hyper. I think this try here is just get the kill. No, okay. That's pretty bad for us because the Busters get hyper quicker. But I'm gonna position like here so we can get a gene pull maybe. Because if we get a gene pull, that's pretty much a free win, and I wanna make sure he can use it. He gets it, very nice, and this should just be a win. I'm just gonna yeah, jump on him. That's the first game, pretty easy. Let's move on to the second one. Heading into the second game, same game plan. There's not really much I can say. We're just gonna sit here like a loser and farm out super. Pretty much how Darryl works is just you want to get your super quickly, and then using the fact that you have a super and the enemy team probably doesn't, and if they do, it's probably not a good one. You just win after like 20 seconds. I think as the round scales and as time goes on, he gets worse. But he does charge up very quickly and his potential gets very high after the first, in the first, 30 seconds to 90 seconds of the game. Perfect, perfect. I just go in there, I just make a distraction, and I just roll with it. We already have Eve Hyper. He's going to use it. I'm just going to walk up fast. We're going to look for a gene point, and we're just going to win the game, I think. And Buster does Hyper. We're just going to kind of kite. He does use it, so all we have to do now is just look for a good pull and we win. Just look for a pull. He gets the Mandy, basically last pixel, and we're just going to roll up. Kill him. I whiff my roll, but not really, and it's over. Again, that's just how you play Darryl. My Eve kind of farmed that, but I just played Fundamental, and then we just kind of ran away with the game. Let's move on to the final game. Before we start, I just want to say, I got gold 3. Hooray! Or gold 2. Gold 2. I don't play Darryl that much. Yeah, that's it. Heading into the third and final game, we got out in the open again. Again, another chance to show just how good Darryl is. I did play a game of Darryl in between this. Unfortunately, it was into a bad matchup and against Sans and OG, I think. Not the greatest game, I'm going to be honest. Not the greatest chance at success there. Sorry to my team. It was not a beautiful sight. Again, no Darryl has been banned, so I do have potential here. Please, just give me the Darryl. You go Gene, this. Same as the last game. They go Squeak. This would be actually insane if we get the exact same draft. They banned Eve, actually, so no, it won't be. Again, I'm thinking about what they go here. They're probably just going to go with Sniper. I think if I'm dumb right now, I want, an anti-aggro. They could go Ollie. That's decent anti-aggro. If you don't have damage, it's very nice. There you go, Mr. B. That's a big mistake right now. We just run them down. I think we just can't lose. He goes Mortis. I'm going to go Darryl. This is a very nice, this is a very nice comp we have here. They're gonna be forced to go a hard anti-assassin now, which is definitely very good for them. But still, if their Mr. Pure Squeak makes one misstep, it's the whole game's over. The whole game's over. It's just wraps. It's just over. So I'm just gonna work on getting that super up. Okay, we're building up. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, only playing Darryl Knockout, you can do this. And they don't know him here, so as long as I just kind of bait the movement. Yeah, I'm gonna go for. Yeah, we're gonna start wrapping around here. And we got a beautiful gene pull. We just can go do everything now. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Heading into the next round here. I'm very close to Hyper. Amazing. And I am very close to another super. I'm just going to be patient here. Get my super, my Hyper, and then just run in. The RT doesn't have super. And as long as it stays that way, this should be a very easy win. I'm going to kind of, crawl up here. And they are kind of freaking out. And they're actually caught out here. This would be a perfect time to go in. I think I'm going to go in, actually. Now, I forced the RT. That's okay. He spots back. That's actually pretty bad. I kind of sold that. My Mortis is going, though. Mortis? Mortis? That was beautiful. That was beautiful. We both made plays of our own that round. This should just be a very easy win. We're just going to have the Mortis AFK. And then we just get a gene pool and win, I think. Actually, we forced it out. That's even better. So we just need to kind of help our gene here. Okay, we have Hyper, though. This should just be over. Okay, there we go. That's the first round. Let's see you in the next one. Okay, heading into the second round here, we're gonna back to the normal. Back to the normal. I could actually go up aggro here and do a little bit more in the aggressive position, but I'm not gonna take any risks because I don't want to lose. Actually, I'm gonna walk up here and kind of pepper this RT. He does use his super. And he does get the reset, but honestly, this should just be a kind of just kill him for free here if we just position right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get the kill. I don't get a lot of super from that, but that should be fine. I'm gonna walk up here. I'm gonna be very aggressive with my placement. I'm gonna see it. They are isolated right now, which is very good. Again, I'm just gonna be a nuisance. I just gotta dodge everything. And then it's either gonna start me or the Mortis replay, and it's the Mortis. Okay, this is over. I'm just gonna force the RT super. Okay, thought he had a little bit better reaction time. But this should just be over. My Mortis and me kind of took turns there making plays, but fortunately, we do win it out in the end. And that's going to be the end of the video. Kind of a more hood video, but again, I think I got 3 good showcases of how Darryl works, especially in the KO bounty game modes. Let me know. How'd you like the video? Anything you want me to change? I'm using slightly different settings this time. And of course, what brother you'd like me to try next? I'll be live tomorrow on my birthday around 5 p.m. CST to... Actually, I don't count. No, I lied about that. Sometime tomorrow night, I'm gonna be live. So, tune in there. The video will drop around 4 to 5 p.m. CST. And thank you for watching. Deuces. That was great.